go up, stocks go down. Facebook going to shit. We told you that. It's going to go to shit. They're all the fangs are going to shit. That's it. Why? Because they got too big. They got too big. All these companies are doing, 90% of them are raising rates. That's all they're doing. Look, I've done some advertising, and we stopped it right away because it's all shit. Facebook ads, complete shit. Twitter ads, complete shit. Think about it. You send a Twitter ad, and you got 100 fake Sams, and Sam's advertising to fake Sams. Really? You can't make this shit up. Facebook has 2 billion users, and I'm pretty sure 500 million are fakes. They're just garbage. But here's the thing about Facebook. Zuckerberg told you when it was at 240, we're going to go into the metaverse, but we're not going to make any money for 5 years. For 5 years, they're not going to make any money. And then people told me, oh, well, there's ways to get around technology. There's none. If you can't market to the people on iPhone because of their privacy policy, your business is gone. It's gone. You can't fix it. People are like, oh, there's work. What workaround is there? You can't track them, but you can track them illegally. What workaround is there? Really? Can't make this stuff up. So Facebook is shit. It's is it 100 yet? Meta, yeah, it's 100. We didn't buy them because they were too expensive. I actually liked the two 120s. Wanted them at 2, never got there. Okay, but we have now. So now it's going to go up nicely. They're going to be 10, so you're going to do just fine. Snow is the one that's the huge beneficiary off now. Okay? Now, here's the thing with NOW. You got to know. Okay? 99% renewals. They've been telling you this for 5 years. 99% renewals. So when you're servicing anything or you're doing anything, it's all the workflow. Companies don't give that up. They don't give that up. Okay. Let me look at see Miguel here. He's not here. Okay. If anybody else ever wants to come on here and talk, let me know if you have your opinions. I have a problem with your opinion being good or bad or this way or that way. Different is okay. Different is okay. Okay? Tesla, does it take out 233 and run? Look, Elon didn't sell anything. He would have had to file. He didn't sell anything. You could tell. But even worse than that, the 200 puts are 10 cents. If he was to sell 25 million shares, this stock is down $35. They go from 10 cents to $10. He didn't sell any. Now, did he buy any? Who knows? Is he going to buy any? I don't know. Did he get more money? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Amazon today. So Google misses, guides lower. Think about this. Google's got this great business, search business, and people said, oh my God, Google is great. Their search will keep dominating for the next 100 years. YouTube is great. Well, what has YouTube done, guys? YouTube TV, they're up to 50, 60 bucks. You can't even make this shit up. They're all gouging. Here's what I said many years ago, and I actually run my company like this. That's why I haven't raised prices. Here's the thing: if you do well, and let's say your company has 10 employees and makes $10 million, just making up money. Okay, it makes $10 million, and I understand public company is different. And the economy goes to shit, and you still have 10 employees, but now you make $8 million. I understand with a stock, if it's public, it goes to shit. But a smaller company can just sit there and say, hey, I'm still making $8 million. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, I understand you got to pay the employees and all that stuff. I'm just making up stuff. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to pull shit like CMG is pulling. CMG is ridiculously crooked. I went there, it's been 4 months because I'm not eating, so I don't go there eating much. So I went there and got a bowl and got a tortilla, and what was it? 20 cents for a tortilla. I'm like, oh, we started charging. I said, you never said that. Okay. So it's 20 cents, so you don't say nothing. But they didn't even tell people. They're doing this on all the stuff. Nickel and dime raising prices. So now your burrito, which used to be $8, get out of there for 8 plus tax or 9, is now 13. You had chips, it's 15. You had a Coke, it's 17. You take your wife and 2 kids, it's $85. And you didn't get to go get served at a decent Mexican place, blah, 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 blah. The world is changing. The world is changing. CMG says the consumer is getting pinched. Our costs are going through the roof. Avocados, this, and this. But their margin went higher. Consumer is pinched. Employees need more money. You didn't give employees more money. You raised prices more than you needed to, and your margins got better. I'm telling you. The world is changing. All this stuff is changing. I love Netflix, and we've hit Netflix nonstop, and Netflix is going to go higher. It's going to go 322. Because I did the math. I did the math for you guys. They lost 1.2 billion people, 1.2 million, and they gained 1.4. And the stock was at 700. How is it not at 350? Very simple. Don't even have to do any more than that. And they're going to do this ad tier. But here's the reality of the situation, guys. And this is why the bulk of the people that go to Wharton and Harvard, they're just stupid. I can't even make this up. This is the most epic rant ever. You're going to go to you use an ad company. These 3 people all use an ad company. And the ad company is going to go to you and say, okay, the average ad rate is $1 per eyeball. Just making it up. $1 per eyeball. But man, Netflix is going to do ads. They want to charge $3 per eyeball. And you say, oh, okay, it's Netflix. Very nice. $3 per eyeball. And then he tells you, but this is their ad tier. The people that can't afford $17 are going to pay $4.99, and they're going to watch commercial. And you're going to say, but the guy can't afford Netflix, so he wants Netflix with ads. So he can't afford anything. He's going broke. But I want to show him a Starbucks for $11. I want a Starbucks commercial for $11. And the CEO goes, yeah, sounds good. You know why? Because they have no common sense. No common sense. I've been telling you people this for months now. The chips are shit. Today, oh my God, NVIDIA is going to benefit from Facebook. Really? NVIDIA is going to go to shit. It's going to $80. $80. Not today. And it's probably going to do good today because the guy that wrote it has no clue. That's okay. And chips, Lam Research is up 100. I mean, they're good right now. But next quarter, they're going to be shit. They've already told you they're going to be shit. Facebook told you it was going to be shit, and it went up from what, 180 to 220 and straight down. And they told you it was going to be shit. Now it's 100 a quarter later. Netflix was at 400, told you it was going to be shit, and it went to 170. And now, because it got better over time. Okay? Very, 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 very interesting. Listen to what they're telling you. Microsoft stock didn't move and didn't grow for 15 years. It was shit. Guys, I'm giving you quizzes as we go here. So type in why Microsoft grew. If you don't know why Microsoft grew, you shouldn't be playing Microsoft. Nobody's typing it in. Microsoft grew because they added a new service called Cloud. So they made money to their existing business, and they with a new service called Cloud. Yes, that's why they grew. And then they changed the pricing of their service to rip you off some more. You could buy, let's say you use Excel, and you just use the basic features and blah, 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 and you use Office and Word, and you just use the basic features. You could go get it for $200 and use it for 10 years. You don't need to upgrade. You're using the same features. You don't need to upgrade. It's software. You just buy it one time. And they said, no. We're going to sell it as this, $365 or whatever, and we're going to charge you $99 a year. So now instead of making $200 off you, they make $100 a year. Oh, they're growing. They're not growing. They didn't get more users. They just adjusted their pricing so it looks like they're growing. Really, this is not complex. This is not complex. Okay? Very, very simple. Think about this. Think about this. It's Microsoft. Google. Well, let's go ahead, Cloud. We added something new. Yeah, they added something new. It's good. But at some point, when you make $1 billion, the next quarter, you don't grow at 50%. You grow slower. And at some point, it gets very slow. It just does. And then on top of that, they sat in a room and they said, holy shit, my stock's getting pummeled. Every day people are telling us we're down 100 points. Let's cut it by 20. By 20. 20 to 1 split. And now it doesn't move. And now it's worthless. I don't know what year it is. Somebody can go back and look. But Google was at 990. We were in the room. And Amazon was at 990. They were both at 990. Free split. And then Amazon took off. Went to 3,000. So it went 3x. It went 3x. You could have bought UPST at 10 and it went 40x. Isn't that interesting? So that's what's happening. The market is changing. Today, the two big boys are Deere, DE, and Caterpillar. And they're flying. And the Deere looks really, really nice. So let's see. Okay? And Caterpillar news, very nice. Caterpillar, in theory, should get to 212. Let's see. Okay? NOW trying to go 120, 422, 432 beast. 432 beast. Okay? If now holds and goes to 432, then it becomes like Netflix. It becomes buyable on every pullback for the next 4 weeks. That's what Netflix is. If Netflix goes to 291, we're going to go right back into the 300s. Okay? Interesting. If Apple misses and guides lower, you got 138. And if Amazon misses, you got 100 on it. 100. Very straightforward. Okay, look at Meta, 99. Wow. So crazy. The world is changing. Okay, understand that. And I ran it 2 days ago, and I told you this stuff. These stocks are not coming back. Meta is not coming back to 300. It's 2, 3, 4 years away. People in general, let me tell you, rich people in general, I'm different because I live in the house that I built many, many years ago. I never rolled up. I've got many houses, but I never moved because I like where I live. I don't need this other stuff. Okay? But these guys, most rich people are not like Sam. A lot of them are ignorant. Oh, Tesla went up, and Tesla can go. It can go to 300, 320. I get people telling me Tesla's going to be $2,000 in 2 years. Really? Really? You can't even make this shit up. $2,000? Oh, it's going to $5 trillion. What happens if it's $2 trillion in the first quarter they missed? Facebook was $1 trillion. Now it's $150 billion. That's it. It lost $850 billion. Fascinating, right? Fascinating. Listen to the news. Microsoft doesn't have shit. They haven't grown except for price hikes, and they had Azure. And now that's slowing down. Don't think it was 400, it deserves to be 30p. Why does it deserve to be 30 PE? I keep telling people this. Why do you think these stocks, I told you, you should be able to make your money, the value of your company, in 6 or 7 years. If you're worth, say 7 years, well, let's say $49 billion company. You divide it by 7. In 7 years, you should make $49 billion. So if you're not making 7 times 7, 49. If you're not making $7 billion a year profit, you're overvalued. Oh, we can make our money in 30 years. Do you really? Name me 10 companies that survived for 30 years that have been great. Name me one. For 30 years. IBM, it's shit. GE, it's shit. Ford, it's shit. GM, it's shit. There's no companies that last 30 years. They don't last 30 years. So why do you give it a 30 PE? And then we see. So when everything changes, you have to change. Now there'll be new companies that come, that do great, and there'll be new companies that come, that do shit. And then we see. Afram, I told you about Afram. Here, 170. I'm like, really? People are just going to pay you? The CEO came on TV, and CNBC is such losers that are using this, that analyze. They're like, we just send them an email if they don't pay. They borrowed $10,000 and they owe $500 on a payment or whatever. And we don't charge them interest, but we don't make a phone call to them. Really? Oh yeah, we're okay. We don't really care. They always pay. What consumer pays? Really? When you hear things about any company and any CEO, this will change your life. Or any person says something ridiculously stupid, it's okay to make a judgment within a second saying these guys are idiots. And the day the CEO said that at 170, I said the stock goes to $20. And it did. You're not going to call them or send them a letter or do anything. They got your emails marked as spam, guys. You send people emails, they just mark them as spam. They don't even see them. And people thought, oh my God, they're going to do good? Really? So that's what we have today. We have Amazon earnings. If Amazon misses, it's at 100. If Apple misses, it's at 138. And then we see. NOW's doing well. If Amazon misses, now we'll go to 400. Don't care. And Snow will go to 160. If Amazon rips, and the AWS did okay, Snow will go to 188 and 206 on earnings. It's 3 weeks away. And today's all about Tesla. Does it take out 133? Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Wow, that's a long rant. 1027. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Okay? SPX was up because, not up a lot, but, oh, wow. Why all this shit? Every once in a while, this Microsoft stuff, why did it log me out of all this stuff? Hold on. Okay. Don't even know what SPX is up. I'll have to look here in a minute. I think it's up 3 or 4, but the Dow was up a lot. It's down 3. Okay. So SPX 2827, 3827, 3800 round number, 3750 possible if both Amazon and Apple miss. 3900 possible if they both rip. Okay? Then we see. Okay? CMG. This is going to 1300. 1452, 1391. NVIDIA, why is this up? Let it go up. Because then we're going to buy it for earnings, and it's going to crumble to 109. LMT moving 466, 482. NVIDIA 136, 141, 131, 126. Amazon 111, 109, 111, 109, 103. Wow, those are going to be back to even. Let's see. 116 up. Caterpillar, very strong. 209, 216. I actually will like the 210s that open if you can get them for under 1. Interesting. Then we see. Deere, moving. 409, 413. Goldman Sachs, 339, 341, under 331, 326. Lam Research up on KLA. The numbers are good. There's no growth, but the numbers are good. Right? Numbers are good. If you're trading at 5 and 10 PE, they'll hold up better than if you're trading at 30 PE. Lam Research 409, 422. Underneath 481. Meta 99, 93, 106. Apple heading lower. 145, 138. 145, 138. But Apple did something. They already raised prices, which means, and I don't know how much they're going to benefit, but let's say they just added $2 billion in revenue by raising prices, and they were going to have to guide down. Maybe they don't have to guide down now. Then we see. Okay, 156 if it runs. Baidu 79 and 73. MDB needs 203 to be better. This one collapses if Amazon collapses. Snowman, 177, 181 will move huge on AWS. 10 points either way. CrowdStrike will move 5 to 8 on Amazon either way. 168, 161. Netflix, 303, 309 accelerator. If it gets back to 291, then we're ready. NOW, 422, 426, 432 hard underneath 409. Moderna, a little breakout, 149, like lower after if it gets to 149. Tesla, all about 233. Look, he didn't file any forms. You could see he wasn't selling. He didn't sell any. Does he sell today? I don't think so. But who knows? Never know. Did he raise money? Probably. If he raised more than he needed, does he buy stuff back? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Don't know. Then we see. Okay? Enphase, 303, huge. If they can get through 303, can hold. Nothing is better. But there is something better. Worse today. The dollar is better. Dollar from 113.80, so 114, is down to 110. So that's 4% better. That is better. Doesn't mean somebody's business gets better. It just means they make more money. Underneath 109, the market rips up. If we go back to 110, 111, 112, the market rips lower. And then you've hit a top for a little while. Then we see. Okay, that's what we know. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.